So, welcome back. Long story short, I'm going to be pumping out a couple of videos recently, so I'm going to hopefully get some good ones out for you guys. But anyway, so we're back, and in this one here, we're going to be going over essentially a whole bunch of different rooms, right? So you've got all the stuff on the left, like the briefing, okay. So this is your sort of hallway style, or your 9-degree, whatever you want to call it. Okay, then you've got your centre feed, or whatever. Okay, you've got a corner feed or a short wall. Okay, what's next? Got locked door, half wall, all that stuff there. So even one, come in here, get in. Blind. Another hallway sort of thing I've got the name of. Okay, essentially, yeah, you just go down there. I don't have many people to do this, I only have 5, but I will make it work, and you do not need that. You tell me the day you need a 7.62 machine gun to do full clearance, please. I'll give you that. What is going on with your weight system? Why are you so fat? Woolbridge in charge, yeah, we don't need that. Anyway, so yeah, long story short, this is going to be basic. Sort of the overview, I'll say. Oh, yeah. Over some tactics, or also known as TTPs, tactics, techniques, and procedures. I'll go into it. Okay, so and we're just going to get these guys in the corner. Sweet. So you've got 2 ways of approaching this one here. I could probably make a few videos on this, but keep it as is for now. I do apologise, I'm having a drink at the same time. So what you do here is what we call a running the rabbit, chase a rabbit, whatever you want to call it. And all this is sending one person across, and the next person's coming in. And essentially it's going to end up like this. You're going to get them there, them there, them there. Okay, and it's just another way to do it. So, okay, again, run the rabbits. First man, okay, he's going to come across, looking down this way. Second man, he's going to come over here. He's going to come over here and hold here. So how this works is enemy here, they're watching that way. Oh look, there's a moving target. That guy moves fast, like really fast, and then this guy here peeks out and pops him. You got that way of doing it there, or you've got first guy coming here on the corner, and then the next guy popping out. It's just how you want to do it. Just like that. Sweet. So what's going to happen is the team's going to move up the doorway. Okay. You've got different ways of doing that stack. So you could have him back there to watch far or whatever. Just get that team out of it. There you go. That way you can actually, if that door opens, okay, that way you can actually see into the room a bit more. But anyway, so what's going to happen here is we've got two ways of taking this open. Okay. What we'll probably do is, for this video, we will do a more slow approach. Okay, and then the next one we can go in and probably try to rush stuff. Rushing it is high risk, high reward. Well, high risk. Generally, you only want to do that if there is a hostage in that room. Because if you take it slow, yeah. So what's going to happen is we're going to get our guy to pile on and him up. Okay. And now we have a sort of cross coverage scenario. We've got two guys looking at their doorway. He's got the handle, so he's going to swing it open. Okay. Now here you've got the option. You can get this guy in here. Chuck an iron banging in, which we'll do. Generally you want to chuck it at the corners, but I'll just chuck in the middle of the room. Okay, and he chucks it in. Now you've got two ways you can speed in, which is coming up, bang, path of least resistance. So first man goes what we call the path of least resistance. Essentially, the door opens, or well, in this case, the path of least resistance will be the left, because he's not exposing himself to the whole room. The guy going right is exposing himself to the entire room. Okay, first man clears this corner, next guy clears it. But I'm not going to do that because we are lazy, and we're just going to wait for... Oh, shoot! That wasn't supposed to happen. You're supposed to look at it, but either way. So you've got two ways of doing it. You can engage the target from the exterior, or you can... so what we'll do here is we'll engage the target from the exterior. Okay. We engage the target from the exterior. Now we're going to move in. And he's going to collapse the sector. Next person going to do the same. He's going to pop out. Okay, he's going the path of resistance, I guess. We'll call it that. Sketch on that door. So, there we are. It's a two-man breach. Using a somewhat horrible pie method. Okay, but anyway, come out. Right, now we'll move along. So here we have a corner fed door, or a corner fed room. Okay, nothing much changes. Okay, the team's still watching their corners, this guy's watching the door. Same thing's going to happen. Alright. You come out. You watching very long. Oops, just a tad bit. Sweet. This guy's going to come in, he's going to open that door. Alright. And then a flashbang is going to get thrown. And now you've got two ways of doing this. The way I prefer to do it, okay, is giving who can see more of the room. This guy, right? He can see more of the room. Okay, so whoever can see more of the room goes out first. Okay, I know. Oh well, yeah, this guy here. Okay, he saw more of the room. Okay, because of the door, so that's why he went first. Yes, it's fine along. He's engaged one target. Now, what I prefer to do here is run the rabbit, and essentially that's just it there. Okay, he comes in, and then he's going to collapse the sector. Sweet. I'm going to go that guy too far out. Okay, because I don't want to be waiting here for him to clear a 11-meter room. because that's just weird. And then we'll move him back in. Okay. But get him to go 10 meters. You got different ways of doing it. Okay, you could do an even stack, which is split the team up into 3, or well, 2 and 3, and then you get some guys on the outside to pile on. You can do what I'm doing here, getting the team in place, and having one guy offset. So if you're in a tight area, you could have one guy there just to see more of it. It's completely up to you. This is just how I want to run it. Generally, I keep everyone locked in, but okay, here we've got a locked door. So a locked door will typically require an explosive breach. So in order to make it more, how do I say this? Well, it's a locked door, so let's put it this way. Essentially, it still remains the same. Okay. 3 and 4, you're a lockpick. So what's going to happen is that guy there's going to take your place. Okay. Your security is always kept, but as I say, if you've come from an area, you can assume it's clear. Right, and I'm going to get told off for playing the assumption game, but I don't really care. Okay, he's going to get in, and again, it's just treated like a normal door. Okay, get that area, open it. Okay, this guy can see more of the room. Okay, we'll just get that guy in there. Chuck a flash in. Okay, he's flying. Alright, he's there. Now, if you are in a, we'll set the example of the store here for like a sort of solo pie. Yeah, generally, it depends on the person. Okay, that some people tell you never ever to cross a closed door. Some people tell you it's okay. It's just up to you. It depends on a bunch of factors, including do they know you're there, if they can hear your footsteps, so on and so forth. Okay, but anyway, so that guy's going in. Okay, he's going up, bang. Sweet. Not sure why you did a ballerina sweep there, but okay. And then you're going to come back out. Alright, now this area is different because there's that area there. So, what some people do, which again is up to them, is some people might say, right, get that team there, and then we'll get a small group of individuals to go clear it before we've cleared this one. As I say, it's up to the person. Sweet, but so what we're going to do here is show you essentially a sort of how I would handle it open door, or how you can do an alternate way of doing it. So just make sure you look at the bloody door. And all it means is you get in there, get on your mate, watch his back. And all that's happening here is this bloke is going to open that door, throw in a flash, and that guy's going to pile on. That guy's going to come along. That guy's going to hold there. Sweet. And what's going to happen now is, because this guy can see the room, peek out, this guy's going in next. clear that corner, dead space there, you can hold. That works, okay. This is the special sort area here, however you want to do it. Okay, whether you can have both of them here, you could have one guy here on that doorway. It's up to you. Alternatively, you can just get that guy there, fling him across. Sweet. Similar, it's like that. We'll get another guy in there just to help him out. Okay, this is essentially another room. Just plug you in there. Alright, we'll fling you across. Out of that doorway. Alright, you can see more, he's going in. Path of least resistance, bang. And you just want to slowly move along. This guy's going in next. Plump. Corner. And hold them there. Okay, those are active threats, so you do want to take them relatively slow. Some people say go for the corners. If you've already cleared that area, you can just fly your way up there. Alright. And then to confirm the clearance, you're going to do essentially a J-hook, and that's when you move them there. You move them there alternatively. You can just fling them right up. It's up to the person, really, however you want to do it. It tastes really nice. Right. The drink, I promise it's drink. I'm just going to move these guys out there. This way, get you back on security. Awesome. So here we have a dead spot. So, dead space, as I'll call it. Again, okay, what's this guy described as? A hallway bypass. Okay. Here. Okay, so what we're going to do is fling that guy across. Again, it's going to be another version of Running Rabbit. I'm going to get our team set up. So here we've got, so you've got different ways of doing it. Okay, as I say, there's different ways to skin a cat, there's different ways of doing this. You could run the serpentine or a T formation. Alternatively, you can run in the even stack. Flick you up there, mate. What's going to happen is you're just going to fling these guys along. Okay, the last man gets in there. Alright. Again, you've got two ways of doing it, so you can do that way. But either way, it remains the same how it's done. You flick that way, you go there. This guy's going to fly across. How you do it is sometimes dependent. So what I mean by that is you got that way you're doing it. You could run the rabbit. You could get that guy there. Next guy there. Tap. Come up. Okay. How I'm going to do it due to this area here that is a pretty large fruit. I don't want to turn my back. So I'm going to flip from there. Bang. This guy's going to come across. He's going to hold. Okay. Bang. Tap. Fall in. Tap. Fall in. Same thing happens here. Okay, clear these guys up. Right. Here's the fun part. I'll get these guys there. 3, 2, 1. Pie out. And again, it's another version of running the T. Fling these guys up. Fling you over there. And then again, it's another version of running the T. Plump. Where your last guy goes is completely up to you. I'm going to move him around just to be in an area that gives him the best area to watch our 6. So we can focus 4 guns in the fight and have 1 guy on and holding security. So again, here's a situation where you might want to run a T. I'm not going to do that, okay, because these guys still have a field of view onto that front area, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Move these guys up. Oh. So you guys can hear the running in the background. Oh, good shot. Again, flying across 360 due to the danger area. Okay, you do have an option if you want, moving these guys across. Similar to that, and then that's when these guys can transition to rear security. It just depends on how you want to do it. Alright. Sweet. And this is one of those things I was talking about. So rather cool here, I'm not going to worry about getting that guy watching the shoulder. We can transition him to rear security or what have you. And we'll just slowly move him along until he can identify a target. Okay, he can't identify a target. That's sweet. So he's seen the majority of the room, so he's going to move in first. Plop into that corner. And once he's done that, he's going to establish out, plop in, bang, and hopefully that works. Yep.
Good job. Mission complete.
Sweet. So I got a good job. Mission complete. We're going to view the save and replay, and then we're going to essentially go over tactics, or by group, just watch them flow.
X-ray down. Bang out. Clear. Bang out. Bang out. Watch out. No tangos. Flash out.
I'd just like to pause the recording there for 2 seconds. So as you can see, it did have the barrel showing through the threshold. You don't want that to happen, okay? For a couple of reasons. Okay, if the enemy can see your barrel, they can grab it. Damn, this is a decent looking enemy ones. God's plaid. Anyway, over so DPM, the Queen's plaid. But anyhow, so yeah, you don't want the barrel sticking through the threshold. So that's why you can chuck under an arm or something like that. But anyway, I'll get back to the cinematic.
Good job. Mission complete.
Sweet, thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, queries, or any doubtful points, please feel free to let me know, and I will get to it when I can. Cheers.